Data types in NumPy. In 64 is 64-bit integers. That's good. What about U5, guys? U5 Unicode 5. What is that? See, if you have not done the assignment that I've given you guys, please try to do it. It's important for you. At the end of the day, it's like I know all this stuff. I have no like use of it right now. Of course, like I have use of it, but I know it already. It's of no importance to me. It's important to you guys. Okay, so you guys need to make sure that you guys, whatever assignment that I'm giving to you guys, it's for your own good. Try to make sure that you have completed it. Okay, guys. Great. Okay, so we will look at our so as you're able to see, we are having int 64, float 64, all these different things that are there as a data type in NumPy. Why is that the case? That is very important to understand. Okay, maybe you have done the assignment, maybe you have not done the assignment. Okay, either of the way, I think so. This particular question, that why does it exist, is something that you must not have read it anywhere. Or if you have read it, like that's great as well. Like that's amazing for you guys. And the answer to this is actually something that we have already studied. So I am taking into consideration that you have completed the assignment of to identify what is int64, what is 64-bit integers, what is Unicode 5 and all this, Unicode 21 and all these kind of stuff. I hope that you have done the assignment. If not, please try to do it today. Okay, it's important for you, not for me. Okay, I will be telling you guys why does it exist in NumPy. If you guys remember, NumPy is a scientific, okay, it's a package, it's a Python package for scientific computations. In scientific computations, you cannot have something like the inaccuracies of float. If you guys remember, we had talked about float when we were studying Python. Floats are an approximation to the number they represent. That type of shady shit, we cannot pull it in scientific computations itself. Okay, in Python it was fine, it is optimizing it, it is doing all that kind of stuff right over there. But this is scientific computation. If I want like answer up till 64 decimals, or maybe like 128 decimals itself, I need to get the exact precise answer that is possible. And for that reason, you have these data types that are there in 64, float 64, and others as well. These help you to give you a much more precise answer without having the consideration of the fact that you are having the for example, in float, you are having a type of like an approximation to the number that does not exist in NumPy. These data types are a bit different. They are much more oriented towards scientific computations. Okay, that is the reason why we use these data types in NumPy. Like I said again, NumPy is used for scientific computation, guys. So please try not to forget this particular point, that why we do not use the normal int and float in NumPy as well. Okay, are you guys able to understand my point? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand my point, guys? Please do let me know, guys. Link to the notes. I think so. I had provided the notes yesterday as well. I'll just provide it once again. No issues in that. I will provide it in the live chat right now, guys. I will pin up the notes as well. Give me a second. I provided the notes in the live chat. I have also pinned the notes in the live chat as well. You'll be able to see the notes pinned up in the live chat in a second or two. Okay, great. Now that we have learned a bit about NumPy, and we are going to proceed further with NumPy as well as with the project as well. Give me a second, guys. I'm getting an important call. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So before moving on with NumPy, or before moving on with the project or understanding about machine learning, AI, deep learning, we need to first understand like what are we trying to do here. Okay, we need to understand what do we need to learn, what are the different stuff that we need to move further on with as well. So first of all, I need to understand like what is your aim. Okay, coming to this particular boot camp, you must have an aim that is there, like okay, so I want to be a software engineer, I want to be a data scientist, I want to be a data analyst, a data engineer, maybe a machine learning engineer, maybe a full stack engineer, maybe a front end engineer, back end engineer. So what is your aim, guys? Are you really want to go into an IT field? Because see, the point is like from wherever you are, from whichever background you are, whichever career you have opted out for, or whichever branch you are in, IT is a field that you can easily get into. But what about you guys? What are you thinking about? Okay, cloud engineer, data scientist, you are having data analyst as well, web developer, data scientist engineer. Okay, so that does not exist. It's just data scientist. Okay, how's your health now? I'm just having a bit of cough, but that will be fine. Okay, so the assignment, which one? The assignment was basically to figure out what is int64, what is Unicode 5, and other these type of data types itself. So that was the cybersecurity. Okay, that's okay. Automation engineer, great. ML. Physical therapist interested in this field, so a plan B, that's good. Mang engineer, that's a bit specific. Okay, that's good. Developer with ML, data science, cybersecurity expert, data engineer, cloud analyst, SDE, ML enthusiast. Okay, so that is also something that I'm able to understand. Software engineer. Okay, that's great. So the point being that most of you won't be able to do that. And that's a hard truth. Not because you can't. Okay, the thing is, I'm not saying that you are not capable enough to do that or something like that. The point being that it is just impossible. And the reason of that you are having an aim of being a ML engineer or an AI engineer at a good company, that too, is that these companies do not actually select freshers for these positions. um, why is that the case? I will be explaining it to you guys again. But the point being that there's a lack of understanding and a lack of information among amongst people, like among students themselves. Even I didn't knew when I was in college that I can never be like a data scientist in a very big firm. Although I was a data scientist in Geo, I could never become that without having at least 8 to 9 months of experience as a data analyst. So that is the point that I'm trying to make you guys understand today. Okay. Um, I want you to understand, like, okay, so how does a MNC hire? For which particular positions do they hire? What is the process of those positions? How, if you want to become a data scientist, then which particular type of companies that you should be aiming for? What is their hiring procedure as well? And how you should be preparing for that. Okay. So these are the questions that I will be answering today. Okay. Uh, First of all, I would like to address the big elephant in the room. People who are interested in cybersecurity, people who are interested in game development, my suggestion would be, these are just good ideas, not practical. It's not at all practical. It's a good, perfect world that you're living in, but it's not practical. There are not a lot of job openings that are there in these fields as of this particular point in India. I'm talking about in India in general. Okay, there are not a lot of open positions that are there in these like places. I know a lot of people who are excellent at cybersecurity and they're working as software engineers. The point being, like, you guys need to understand that what is that you want to do, what are the different options that you are made available with, and how to prepare for that. Okay, so there are 3 points that I want you guys to remember before starting off with this career guidance session itself. First, why, like, the 3 points basically entitled me to why I'm the right person to just guide you in this particular aspect. First, I was in your shoes. I was not from any IIT or NIT itself, not from BITS Pilani. Okay, I was from BIT. Okay, not S. There's no S at the end. It's Birla Institute of Technology, but there's no S. Okay, I'm not from BITS Pilani or something like that. So I'm also from a normal college itself. Okay, I was in your shoes. I got into some great firms. I went into Reliance. I went to Geo. I went into Google. I went into Fastnell. So I've been I have been at a position where you are as of this particular point of time. I've also been at the position where you are thinking of being. Whether I've been a data analyst, I've been a data scientist, I've been an ML engineer, I've been a full stack engineer as well. I've been a software engineer at various different companies, some of them being big, some of them being a startup as well. So I have a lot of experience backing me up right over there. The second particular point being that right now DevTown has partnerships with 36 different companies and is placing 1,000 students every single month. That's a huge amount of students that we are getting placed at a good package as well. Some of these companies include Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Samsung, Walmart, Flipkart, Oracle. And we have partnerships with these companies that are hiring directly through us. So we have a very close relationship with them. they tell us exactly what they are looking forward to in a candidate, and when we get them trained, we get them into these companies. Okay, so we have a great understanding about what these companies want. The third part being that I have all personally take as an interviewer been a part of 15 different companies. I used to take interviews for hiring people for these companies themselves, and I have a great understanding about as an interviewer what I am looking forward to from a student, so that I'm able to select that okay, this particular student needs to be in this company or not. So these 3 points have given me a like a greater advantage you can think about, because like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I love to teach, and this is the best platform where I'm not pushing away money from my own pocket. It's free. I can teach all night long. I have no issues in that as well. And yeah, so I enjoy. But the point being that I want to raise awareness within you guys about the current scenario that is there in India, that you guys can take up a very calculated opinion and a calculated approach to achieving your dreams, whatever they are, that you have an idea about what is the path and how to take it from right over there. Okay, so let's get started with that. Okay, okay, so let's get started with the elephant in the room. First of all, I know nobody likes data structures and algorithms or competitive programming. Many of you might not even have heard about it as well. Many of you might have heard about it, but must not have started doing it right away. Some of you might have started doing it. Some of you might have found it to be very boring and must have decided, yeah, this is not something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life. But the hard fact being that if you want to get into any company, whether it be a small company, whether it be a huge company, whether it be an MNC, whether it be TCS, Infosys, whether it be Google, Microsoft, Amazon, any company that you're dreaming of, or even thinking about, or even not thinking about, but you will eventually get placed right over there, is that without data structures, algorithms, and computer programming, you are not going to get anywhere in any company, no matter which position you are aiming for. Whether you are aiming in data science, whether it be data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, whether you are aiming in ML, AI, whether you are aiming in full stack web development, cloud computing, back end development, front end development, whether you are aiming for a software engineering position as well. In any of these fields, the hiring, like the interview process is the exact same. Let me first start with that, like how every single company right now in India is conducting their interview process. In India, in Pakistan, in Nepal, all these places, the interview process is the exact same, because they think that we are all the exact same type of people itself. So let us start with that. Okay, it's easy to understand. I will be explaining to you guys in such a manner that you guys are able to understand everything. The first step is was okay. So many people don't know this, but resume shortlisting. Okay, resume shortlisting is something that used to happen early on, but right now that is not the case. Every single company gets tens and hundreds of millions of resumes every single year. They don't have that kind of time to go through every single resume. Okay, so this process has been cut off. Okay, right now resume based shortlisting isn't something that is happening anywhere across the world. What is happening right now is directly the second process, that is online coding competitions or online coding tests. ONLINE, online CODIN, coding tests. Now, these online coding tests may be conducted in your campus, may be conducted at your home as well. You can give it from your own PC and all those kind of shit. But you will be having basically these online coding tests is 2 to 3 questions. 2 to 3 questions you will be having that you'll have to solve in 60 to 90 minutes. Okay, 60 to 90 minutes. You will be having 60 to 90 minutes that are there, and you will be having 2 to 3 coding questions, okay, that are based off data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. If you are not able to solve these 2 to 3 questions in that 60 to 90 minutes of time, you are not going to go further with that particular company. They won't even give you a chance to sit with them in an interview to show them their projects or something like that. You are not going to get any chance. And that is an easier thing for them as well. Just give out the online coding test links to every single one that is present out there. and just filter out the cream layer from there itself. They don't care about anything else. They just want the best of the best. And that is the way that they are able to do that. Okay. Are you guys able to understand? These are not hackathons. These are online coding tests. The tests that are driven by every single big company, small company, any company that you are aiming for. You're applying to a company like Google, Amazon, Flipkart, Oracle, Geo, Microsoft, any company like that, TCS, Infosys as well, they will have these online coding tests. And if you don't have the required knowledge of data structures and algorithms and computer programming, you won't get past through here. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. If you are qualifying for the online coding test, okay, you have done it properly, you have qualified for the same as well, then comes the interview process. The interviews are of three types usually, okay, A, B, and C. Now, multiple companies will have multiple rounds of interviews, but these three interviews will always be there. Okay, there can be like, for example, type A of interviews. There are 2 interviews of type A, 2 interviews of type B, and 2 interviews of type C. Okay, it might be possible. For example, for Google, when I was giving the interview, it was 3 interviews of type A, 3 interviews of type B, and 1 interview of type C. And from that as well, 4 of the interviews were taken by people who are not Indians. They were foreigners. We had a particular person from Indonesia. We had a particular person from, I think, so Beijing or China. I had a particular person from UK and USA. So having a good command over the English language is extremely important right over here. You need to make sure that you are having enough knowledge in English so that you are able to communicate your ideas properly. Okay, whatever is going on in your head, you should be able to communicate it in English. Because a particular person sitting in China, US, or UK won't be able to understand your Hindi. Okay, that is just not possible. So you need to make sure that if you are aiming for big companies, your English should be appropriate enough. And for even smaller startups and everything, communication is the key. English is something that you need to improve upon. Now, these 3 types of interviews, let me give you guys an understanding about them. The first type of interview is again data structures and algorithms interview, a pure DSA based interview. It's not CP, it's just DSA. This is just to check whether you have cheated in the online coding test or not. Okay, this is just to check whether you really have knowledge in data structures and algorithms or you have cheated in the coding test. So for example, if I'm taking an interview, I will be sitting live with you right over here on a Zoom call or on a like Google Meet call or something like that. I will be telling you to share your screen. I will be asking you to open up a particular code editor. I will be giving you a question that, okay, this is a particular question, data structures and algorithms based question. Now code it in front of me. You'll have to code it live in front of me itself. Once I've coded it, I will be asking you about the time complexity. I will be asking you how to improve this code, how to optimize it further. Is there any other way of doing it? And if I'm like, okay, you have done good, then I will ask you to go to the next round of interview. If you're not able to answer me properly, you will be removed at that point of time itself. So you are easily able to understand from right over here how important data structures and algorithms and computer programming is to even get to these 2 rounds of interview where they actually decide whether they are going to take you in or not. So up till here, whatever was there was just to filter out the how can I say, the bad seeds from the good seeds. That's it. Okay, that is the only thing that they're doing up till here. Okay. The second thing right over here is your B. Okay, you are having your the next round of interview. This is called as the technical round. Okay, this is called as the technical round. Now, technical round is something that is where your projects are looked at, your internships are looked at, your trainings are looked at, your workshops that you have attended that is looked at. So, for example, you have shown a project in web development, so they will be asking why have you used React and why not Angular. Okay, and you have to give a very good answer for that. You cannot be like, Acha, I have only learned React. That is the reason why I use React. You have to tell them that, okay, React has been is a framework. It is much more faster. It is much more having a lot more components and libraries associated with it. It's easier to use. Along with that, it has like a lot of different multi-platform functionality when compared to Angular. Most of the industry right now uses 80% of the industry right now uses just React. and not Angular, and Angular has a very small number of companies that are being used. So all these different use cases you have to tell them so that they have a good understanding that you have a technical, like you have done the project. They will be asking you questions about the project, how you build this particular component, what is the architecture that you have built right over here. So all these things you will be having to answer, whether it be for data science or for full stack or for like cybersecurity or for any other field that you're thinking about. Okay, technical rounds is basically based upon your profile itself. For example, if it's a data science profile, I'll be asking you questions about machine learning algorithms. For example, what is the let's say SVM? Okay, what is SVM? You'll have to explain the entire SVM algorithm. They'll be asking you that, okay, can you write down the mathematical formula for that? If you're able to, what is the mathematical formula for error? Okay, all these different things they will be asking you. Okay, what is deviation? What is fluctuations? Okay, they will be asking you questions related to statistics and data science. So all that will be they will be seeing your profile, your resume actually in the technical round. Before that, they don't even look at your resume as well. Okay, that is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. Okay, so please can you tell her how difficult are the questions in coding test? So for me, it took me like 6 months to be okayish at data structures and algorithms, and almost a year to be like good enough that I'm able to go to interviews and everything. So you have to practice for at least 2 hours a day for almost a year to be good enough for being able to compete in any of the companies that are coming right over there. Okay, I will be telling you about how to prepare, where to prepare from, everything I'll be telling you guys. You don't have to worry about it. Right now, I'm discussing about these rounds so that you see, without having the knowledge about what exam that you're going to give, okay, how are you going to start to prepare for it? If I don't even tell you that, okay, you have to give JEE Mains or advanced exam, how are you going to prepare for it? Okay, right now, you don't even know all these steps that are currently going on. You don't even have an idea that, okay, there's an online coding test. What are the questions asked right over there? Okay, interviews. There are 3 kinds of interviews that goes on. In which round you are actually getting rejected right over there. So all these different things, like you need to get an understanding about the exam so that you are able to prepare for them as well. Okay. The next one is your HR round. So if you are able to cross this technical round, the probability of you getting selected is 99.99%. Okay, the probability of you getting selected is 99.99%. Okay, the HR round is usually just a formality where they will be asking you, okay, have you ever been in a position of responsibility, or like tell me about a time when you were like a part of a team and somebody was not able to, like, was not delivering. So you are a part of a team itself, and one of your co-workers is not like pitching in the exact amount of work that you guys are. So what you would do in that particular scenario itself. So all these different questions are being asked in HR. Like there is like 40-50 questions ka list. Okay, you just have to read through all those questions, read through some of the answers, make your own answers before going to this interview itself. It's just a storytelling round. Okay, it's simple enough. If you're not a psychopath, okay, if you're not a psychopath, if you're a normal person, you will easily be able to crack the HR round. It's not that difficult. They just look at your communication skills, especially in English again, as well as that you are not a psychopath. Okay, that's the 2 things that they look forward to right over there. So that is the entire structure of hiring for every single company out there, for every single position out there as well. If any position is related to the IT field, okay, if any particular position is related to the IT field, then this is the exact rounds and the exact process that these companies are following as of this particular point of time. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand everything that I've told up till here? Please do let me know, guys. So in which year one should start with competitive programming? So competitive programming, my suggestion would be start with in the first year itself. Okay, it's never like too early to start competitive programming, because people who you are competing with are excellent at it. Okay, many of you must be from like tier 3 or tier 4 colleges itself, and people from tier 1 and tier 2 colleges usually know all this kind of stuff. Okay, they have a good understanding about what they have to do, where they have to do from. The seniors have already cracked these companies and they just take the advice from them, and it's easier for them to do all this. So you are actually competing with them at the end of the day, and they start their competitive programming journey from the extreme, like the first year itself. So even if you are in your 4th year, you can still do it, just that you'll have to put in a lot of efforts from your end. Okay, the point being that one of the major misunderstandings that many of the people are having right now is, sir, I'm from civil engineering, sir, I'm from chemical engineering, sir, I'm from commerce background, sir, I'm from BSc, MSc, or BCA, MCA, what should I do? Do I have the equal opportunity as somebody studying CSE or IT? And you have that equal opportunity right now. So, for example, one of our students was a maritime engineer. The other one was a merchant navy. He was doing merchant navy at that point of time. Both of them got selected into Amazon as a front end engineer. The point being, these companies are not, they don't care about what you have studied, because even if there are many people right over here who are studying CSE, and they can back me up as well. The only thing that you know, like that you actually learn in computer science CSE environment itself, is absolutely nothing. Everything that you have to study for these exams, you have to do it on your own. There's nothing that is being taught in these colleges that is actually asked in the interviews. So due to that reason itself, these companies also know that, and hence they have opened it for everyone. Anyone can be a part of these companies if they have the right knowledge, the right skill set, and the right experience. These three things, if anybody's after this trifactor, if anybody is having, they will be able to get into any of these companies. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, it's extremely simple. Okay, that is the point. Like, it's simple enough, but the point is, students won't stay on that particular path. They will deviate. They will feel like, yeah, this is not something for me, it's very hard, okay, or something like that. They will stop putting in the efforts, and then they will say that this is not for me. So don't do that. Okay, it's all about the persistency and efforts that you are able to put in. Let's start with the now what to study, where to study, and all this kind of stuff. So again, we are going to start off with data structures and algorithms, okay, and competitive programming. And then you are having your technical rounds, okay, CTECHNI. Now you need to understand that you don't need to learn 5 different languages, okay? There are just 2 languages that you need to learn. The first one is the language that you're going to use in data structures and algorithms, which I call as the programming language of choice. Okay, programming language of choice. And the second one is the technical language that you have to learn. That is, I call it as the development language of choice. Okay, development language of choice. By the way, Jagdish, love your DP. Okay, huge fan of the Shelby family. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so like I was saying right now, you need to learn just 2 language. One would be for your data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. That is your programming language of choice. And the second one is your development language. That is for your development purposes, for whatever field that you are choosing to move further with. Now, why 2 languages? Why not use the same language for both the purpose? Again, like I said, you are in a competition. Everyone who is there in the live chat right now is your competitors. Okay, everyone in your class is your competitor. Everyone in your entire college is your competitor. Everyone in every single college of India, 1 year above you, 1 year below you, and due to COVID, the unemployed people sitting at your home, at their home as well, they are your competition. The competition is extremely high, and this is an exam. Okay, this is a proper exam that you're going to give. First round being the online coding test. You are having 90 minutes. Again, you have 60 to 90 minutes to write 2 to 3 coding questions. Okay, there's a lot of code that you have to type. You have to read the question. The question will be at least this big. At least 10 to 15 lines of question would be there in a single question. You have to read that, understand it, formulate a plan, formulate like, okay, this is how I'm going to proceed. This is the data structure that I'm going to use, and then code it immediately. You don't have time for that. Okay, you don't have time to like think about it as well. That is the kind of stuff that you will be doing right over there. So you need to have every single advantage in your corner. Okay, the second particular stuff that you have to focus upon is during the first interview, the data structures and algorithms round that I said, the first A interview that would be there, you will also be asked questions related to the programming language of choice. Whatever language that you're using right over here, the programming language, you will be asked questions related to that as well. Okay, now when somebody is asking you questions related to that, your concepts in that language should be extremely clear. You won't have Google right over there. You will only have your brain. Okay, so you need to choose a language that is easy as well. Okay, I'm not talking about easy as in to type, but easy as in to concepts. Okay, so let's try to understand how we can tackle all these particular solutions. Of course, you can choose any language that you want, I'm not binding you at any point of time. See, my particular solution for every single problem is do not think with your heart. Okay, heart is good, but as a matter of fact, we also know that it's not great at thinking. Use your brain. That is what it is being made for, to think. Okay, you choose whatever you want to do in your life. Choose a logical path. Okay, that is going to give you the excellent favors behind you. My particular solution to this particular statement is choose between C++ or Java as your programming language of choice. And the reason I will be explaining you, and preferably from that as well, I will, for me, it's C++. Okay, I prefer C++ within that as well. Now, why is that the case? Let me explain. Why not Python? Why not JavaScript? Why not Go? Why not C Sharp? Why not C? All these languages, why I'm saying no to them and C++ and Java right over here. Okay. So for those who are saying C is good for DSA, you are still in college. Okay. Means like you are still studying in college. You are the kind of person that I feel is like the topper of the class itself. The topper of my college did not get the best placement. Okay. He got placed in a very shitty company. And the person with 6 GPA, okay, you are able to understand how low that is, was able to get into companies like Goldman Sachs. Even I didn't had a great GPA. I had like 7.4 and I went into Google. Okay. So college studies is not important. Whatever you are learning in college, just forget it. Okay? It's just for gaining your marks itself, nothing else. After that, for this, it's entirely different. And I will explain why C is the worst language to learn for doing data structures and algorithms for this competitions. Okay, I'll explain that to you guys as well. Okay, first, so in this DSA round that is there, the data structures and algorithms round that you are having right over here. Okay, why like C++ and Java? Like I said, they will be asking you questions related to that programming language as well. Python and JavaScript. I have 4 years of experience working in just JavaScript. Okay, like most of the work that I've done up till now is in either Python or in JavaScript, but I never ever, even today, if I'm creating a new resume to get into a new company, I'm not planning right now, but even if I do that, I will never put JavaScript on my resume as well. I will never put it on my resume. The reason for that is both Python and JavaScript have a lot of depth behind it. A lot of depth behind it. If I start asking you questions related to these languages, no matter how good you are, you will always fail in the interview. Because they have so many libraries, so many different stuff that you can do with it, that you will never be able to like do that without the help of internet in an interview. And this is not something that I will be asking you a data structures and algorithms question. I'll be asking you a pure JavaScript question, a pure Python question. There are so many concepts, so many things that goes on behind it, so many libraries, functions, modules, that it's impossible to learn all that for an interview. And 99.99% of the time they will be asking you such a hard question that you won't be able to answer it, because they have been using it for development purposes. The interviewer won't be a new guy. He will have 6 to 7 years of experience. He has worked with JavaScript for 6 or to 7 years. Okay, so he will ask questions according to himself, and that is the point when you will fail, because it will be very difficult for you to answer those questions. The point with C++ and Java, why these are safe languages, is that they have less amount of theory behind them. You will have to study like OOPS, you'll have to study like polymorphism. There's like 5-6 different things that you have to study. That is the exact same as Python as well, but there's nothing more to it. And C++ and Java, these are easy languages. The theory behind them is not that hard. So from a perspective for the interview itself, it's extremely great, because nobody will be able to ask you hard questions related to that. There's a set of like 50, 60 or 100 questions that are there. They will ask you from that itself. There's no more questions to it. And that is very, very, very easy. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this particular point? I will come to like C and all those kind of stuff as well. But can you understand this particular, why I'm saying C++ and Java before Python and JavaScript? Are you guys able to understand that particular point? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand that particular point? Please do let me know. Great. The next particular point being why C is not a good language to choose is that it is an obsolete language. Obsolete means that it is no longer in use. Okay, from a company standpoint. Okay, no company is actually using it. The next particular point being whatever code that you have to write in C, there's not a lot of inbuilt functions, inbuilt STL functions that are there. Okay, you have to do it on your own. You have to code it from scratch. So even if you are using a data structures and algorithms, you have to create it first in C. and then proceed further with it. So you have to first create the data structures and the data structure that you have to use, then write the code that is going to solve your question. That's a two-step process. In C and Java, those data structures already exist. In C and Java, those data structures already exist. So you don't have to create them. You can directly start off with your solution itself. Your time is saved. Again, remember, you only have 60 to 90 minutes to solve 2 to 3 coding questions. You have to save time right over there. You cannot go behind like writing first the data structures, creating the data structures, and then going further and writing the solution. It's a two-step process. That is the problem with C. And nobody is using C in the industry right now. It's being taught in colleges because your college syllabus hasn't been revised for the past 10 years. Your college syllabus has remained the same for the past 10 years. Just imagine that. Things have changed. What 10 years before the state of data science was, that is not the state that is there right now. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Do we have to learn C before C++? No, that is just a case where like you don't have to do that. See, you can just start with C++. I will give you a resource for both C++ and Java as well. If you are going on our YouTube channel, I hope that, I know most of you haven't even seen our YouTube channel, but if you get some time, okay, I have provided some excellent resources for you on the channel as well. You can go to playlists. You can just scroll down a bit. There will be 2 playlists that I have made for you guys. So introduction to Java. Okay, I think so. This is the one. And then there is C++ core concepts. So if you want to learn Java, if you have no idea about programming as well, okay, you don't have to worry about it. You can start with this particular playlist. It has, I think so, how many videos? 28 videos are there. Okay, it covers Java from the utmost scratch, from the basics, the most advanced level. Okay, everything, including whatever is going to be asked to you in your data structures and algorithms interview rounds as well. We have already covered it right over here. Everything. So you can come here, you can start learning Java. If you don't want to learn Java, you want to do C++, then for that as well, the playlist is already there, but we have compiled it into a 5.5 hour long video. Again, it covers everything from the utmost beginning to the most advanced level in C++. So you don't have to worry about it. You can directly start learning from right over here. Okay, we have already done that for you. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. For Python as well, but we'll be releasing it very soon, but I don't suggest that you should be learning Python or JavaScript as your programming language of choice. Okay, I will come back. You have to learn one of those languages as well, but the scenario is totally different. Okay, I will be telling you about that as well. Do not worry about it. Okay, so now that you have now why to choose C++ over Java? That is the question that I'm going to ask. Like, why I prefer C++ over Java? That's a very puny concept that I have. But for example, both of them have the almost the same syntax. Okay, if you look at a C++ and a Java code, they look absolutely the same itself. Okay, but why do I choose C++? Because if I want to write a for loop in Java and a for loop in C++, I have to use like 4 words in C++, but 6 words in Java. So again, I'm saving time to write code. Okay, because again, I have 60 to 90 minutes. Even if I'm able to save 20 seconds of my time, I have to save that. Okay, so that is the reason why I prefer C++ over Java, but both of those languages are excellent. You can choose any of these languages. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. No, see, you are only being taught in college. It is being fed into your mind that this is the basic language itself. It's nothing like that. You can start off with C++ and Java directly. Okay, people start off with Python directly. So there's no need for that. It's just that you are being taught C in your college. You don't have to wait for it. That is just for your college examinations. That's it. Okay, are you guys able to understand everything up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Great. Now many of you are using platforms like HackerEarth and HackerRank for studying data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Please do not do that. Okay, that is not the right platform to use. The questions right over there are very basic. These type of questions are not going to be asked in a proper interview itself. Okay, even in the coding rounds, these type of easy questions won't be there. HackerEarth and HackerRank basically gives you a false sense of entitlement that you know something when you know nothing as of this particular point of time. When you go into an interview, then you figure out that shit, I'm not able to like code any single of the questions. I'm not even able to understand the questions itself. use some standard websites like LeetCode and CodeChef. Okay, so for data structures and algorithms, my suggestion would be LeetCode. Okay, it's again, both of them are free platforms to use. We have no affiliations with any of these platforms as well. This is something from my personal usage that I'm telling you guys. Okay, LeetCode is the first platform that is the go-to platform for data structures and algorithms. So for DSA, choose LeetCode, and for competitive programming, choose CodeChef. Okay, CodeChef, CodeChef. If you are good at both these platforms, okay, you have been practicing on these platforms for 6 to 8 months daily for 2 hours every single day without fail. I don't care whether it's your birthday, it's your mother's birthday, it's the parents' anniversary, it's your friend's party. I don't care about it. 2 hours every, it's Sunday, Saturday, whatever it is. Okay, 2 hours every single day without fail for 6 months practice on these two platforms. I'm guaranteeing you that except Google, every single company you will be able to get into. Okay, like you will be able to cross their coding rounds, every single company that is there. Okay, except Google. For Google, if you are good at these two platforms, only then go to that platform. Otherwise, like your confidence will just plummet into the ground, 6 feet under, dig its own grave, and lay there for the rest of your life. Okay, do not go to this particular platform at any point of time until unless you're good at these two platforms itself. Okay, so the next particular platform that I'm going to talk about is Codeforces. Okay, Codeforces. This is the platform that you have to aim for when you get good at LeetCode and CodeChef. If you're good at LeetCode and CodeChef, only then go for Codeforces. Only then. And that is the platform that will train you for Google rounds. Okay. So are you guys able to understand everything up till here? Please do let me know, guys. But DSA is taught in colleges. Yes, it is taught in colleges, but in C, and that is not something that you're going to use at any point of time. And nobody uses C for DSA and CP. Okay, that is just like a bullshit idea at the end. Okay, so these are the platforms. All of these three platforms are free to use. You can use it at any point of time. These are the best platforms that is there. Okay, LeetCode for DSA, CodeChef for CP, and Codeforces for Google preparation. Do not go to Codeforces until unless you have spent at least 6 months on LeetCode and CodeChef. At least 6 months. Okay. So please try to remember that. These are all platforms you can use for the same. Any other platform that you have known about it, I don't consider them to be good platforms. These are platforms. Why? Let me just tell you the reason for that as well. So in our training program, we have our partnership with Amazon. I think so. You must have seen that as well. Our previous placement statistics, we have posted it up on our website as well on right over here. So Amazon hired 9 students from us at 32 lakhs per annum. That's a huge amount of money. 32 lakhs per annum is a huge amount of money. 9 students got hired in 1 month for Amazon itself. I'll tell you guys how we prepared them. We just told them that do nothing. Okay, do nothing. Every single day, open up LeetCode. 2 hours you have to spend on LeetCode itself. Submit 5 questions to us that you have solved in that particular day in those 2 hours. Then you can go back. That's the only thing that we told them. Why is that the case? Amazon coding in like rounds itself, they directly give questions out of LeetCode. They don't even change the question. They directly copy paste it from the LeetCode itself. Okay, so it's easier. If you have solved, like LeetCode has 2,000 questions, but if you have solved 800 of them, okay, you are good to go. 800 to like 600 questions if you have solved on LeetCode, you're good to go for Amazon coding rounds. That's the point. Like these websites are the go-to places for these companies to get their questions for coding rounds. Most of the questions that you'll be able to see in Microsoft, Samsung, or Flipkart, Oracle, Walmart, all these companies will come from either LeetCode or CodeChef. And when you are having a particular question that you have already done beforehand itself, it's easier to do it in the when the exam is currently going on. That is the reason why I'm telling you guys to focus upon these platforms. Are you guys able to understand that? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand that? Please do let me know, guys. Great. Okay. The next particular thing that you need to focus upon is the technical rounds. Now that we have completed with data structures and algorithms itself, okay, let's go out for technical rounds. And guys, there will be a lot of questions that will be there in live chat that I've already answered almost like 5-6 times. So please just help them out with those questions if you are able to see something that I've already answered. Okay, so again, one more thing, DSA and CP do not go like separately. Okay, CP is basically a format of DSA as a competition itself. Okay, for example, in DSA, you just have question, you just sit and solve it on your own time. But in competitive programming, you are having an exam. It's a mock exam itself. You'll be having 3 hours to solve 6 questions. You'll be having 7 days to solve 7 questions, something like that. So it's a competition. That's the basic difference between data structures and algorithms platform and the competitive programming platform itself. Okay. So let's go to the technical rounds, the development languages. If you want to go into data science, okay, you have to choose Python. If you want to go into web development, you have to choose JavaScript. I'm talking about every single company, no matter what, whether it be Google, Microsoft, Infosys, TCS, Wipro, CasePoint, any single company that you are dreaming about. This is the exact same pathway for every single one of them. Okay. So right over here for technical rounds for development languages, these are the two options, Python and JavaScript. You're choosing data science or data scientist, data analyst, machine learning, all these kind of positions, choose Python. If you're choosing full stack, backend, web, front end, then you're having DevOps, you're having cloud, then choose JavaScript. As simple as that. These are the two languages that you have to learn. One of the best parts with development languages is that nobody is going to ask you questions related to these languages during the interview. Okay, so although you know these languages and you are able to show it as well through your projects, through your internships, through your training that you have done, nobody is going to ask you questions related to these languages. They are going to ask you questions related to the projects that you have done, the trainings that you have done, the internships that you have done. Okay, so you are safe right over there. Okay, so development languages, you have to choose between either of them. And this is a particular bootcamp that I'm organizing for data science itself. So I'll be telling you guys about the data science, like what you have to study, what are the exact topics that you have to study about it as well. So it will be extremely simple. Okay. So is clubs necessary to join? I never joined any club in my entire college. Okay. I was never a part of any clubs. I thought that it was a waste of time and I still do. So I've never joined any club in my entire life. Okay, so let me just show you guys the same. Okay, for data structures and algorithms, these are the topics that you have to do. Okay, C++ or Java, that is a choice that you have to make, whether you want to choose C++ or Java, learn that language. Then you have to do mathematics, bet manipulation, recursion, arrays, searching, sorting, matrix hashing, strings, linked list, stacks, queues, dequeues, trees, BST, heap, graph, greedy algorithm, backtracking, dynamic programming, tires, segment and binary index trees, disjoint sets. These are everything that you have to learn inside of data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Okay. The next particular thing that you have to learn is for the development aspect. So let's start with the development aspect right over here. Okay. First of all, learn Python. You have to learn data types and operators, control flow, scripting, object-oriented programming in Python. Now, if you are new to Python itself, you want to learn Python, I have a resource for that as well, which I will share with you guys. It's not a video-based resource, but nevertheless, you can utilize it for learning the same. Give me a second. I have to find where I've kept that resource. Okay, so give me a second, guys. It will take me 1 or 2 minutes to find it because it has been a long time since I've opened that particular thing up. So let me find the repository. Type should be public. Nodes, full stack. Is this shape A, right? Collaboration. Okay, so these are some of the projects that we have created for you guys. So I don't think so that would be enough for you. I think for data science. Yeah. So this is a particular repository that we have created, Python for data science. If you guys want to study Python from the absolute beginning to the most advanced level, including like data types and operators, control flow, functions in Python, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, data visualization and all those kind of stuff, you can start with right over here. Okay, You can just open up day one. I've labeled it as day one, day two, as in 15 days you will be able to cover entire Python. Okay, we have made it in such a way that you are easily able to see everything. All the notes are there. We have some examples for you, some particular questions for you to solve as well. It's very simple. Okay, so try to go through this. I will provide you guys the link to the same in the live chat if you guys want. Okay, so I provided the link for the same in the live chat, guys. I will put it up on the. Okay, so it is basically my live chat is actually loading up. Give me a second or two. Okay, I will pin it up so that if you guys want an access to that, you guys will be able to get it. So I pinned up the resources for Python if you want to learn it from scratch. Okay, that is totally a choice up to you guys. Once you have learned Python in its entirety, then you have to move on to some projects in Python, secret message project, take a break project. That too, you will be able to get it in that repository itself. Once you have completed that, okay, once you have completed that, then you have to go to statistics for data analysis. Okay, so just learning machine learning and deep learning is not sufficient. Okay, nobody is going to give you a job learning that, because these are just a tool. Okay, it's basically saying like I know how to use a soap, but I don't want to use water, I don't want to use a shower, I don't want to use a bucket, but I will just rub the soap all over my body. Will it give you results? No, because that's just a tool. Okay, one of the things that you use to take a bath. Okay, you're not brushing, you're not cleaning yourself up, you're just having a soap rubbing over your body without any water as well. That is not going to work at any point of time. So there are various different things that come together to form what gets you employable. Just learning machine learning and deep learning isn't sufficient, guys. Please try to remember that. Okay, you have to start with statistics for data analysis. Okay, constructs, population versus samples, correlations versus causations, hypothesis, experimentation, visualizing data, central tendency, variability, standardizing, normal and sampling distribution, estimation, hypothesis tests, t-tests. These is everything that you have to learn in statistics, and not just the concepts, but also how to implement it in Python as well. Both of them you have to learn. For example, what we do is, we, like I said, we have our partnerships with the different companies. For example, Walmart is one of the companies that hires from us. For example, Walmart and Flipkart, both of them are the same company actually. Walmart is the current parent company of Flipkart. So they have totally hired 40 students from us, with of course Flipkart giving the higher package of 34 lakhs per annum, and sorry, Walmart giving the higher package of 34 lakhs per annum, and Flipkart giving a package of 28 lakhs per annum. So that's a huge amount of money as well that these companies are offering. So the project that they have given us to train the students on is the Walmart store sales. Okay, so this is a proper data set from the Walmart company itself that we give to the students to work upon. They use statistics to analyze the data from these different companies and how they actually work. So as a data analyst, what you will, or a data scientist, what you will actually be doing at Walmart, we train them on this particular project that they have given us. Students who are able to do good at it, we send their names to these companies, they hire it directly from there itself. Okay, then you need to move on to introduction to data analysis. Okay, what is the data analysis process? What are the different tools in Python that you use for data analysis? For example, NumPy and Pandas. For example, we are currently learning NumPy, but that is the basics of NumPy. Okay, the extreme basics of NumPy. You have to go into the various advanced stages as well. How to plot maybe a graph or visualizing data and all those kind of stuff. How to create reports and everything. For that, Matplotlib and Seaborn is there. Okay, then you move on to the projects. Okay, so right now we are having two projects. One of them is given us to by Google, and the other one is given us to by Uber. Uber didn't hire from us this time, but thanks to Uber for their project, our students were able to get into Ola. So we were very happy with it. But nevertheless, Google has given us the Amazon Android Play App Store data itself, whereas Uber had given us the data from their users. Okay, to basically help them guide the entire analysis, create reports, generate visualizations for different people to use in their own company. That is how you have to work on projects that actually have value in the industry, that actually have a practical implementation in the industry. Making small projects is good for your understanding, but that is not going to get you placed. Please remember this. Okay, the next particular thing that is there is SQL. SQL is an extremely important topic for you guys to learn. Every single company uses SQL a lot. There will be a lot of SQL based questions if you're aiming for either for a data science position or for full stack, so you have to learn it. Okay, basic SQL, SQL joins, aggregation, subqueries, temporary tables, SQL data cleaning, window functions, SQL advanced joins, performance tuning, accessing database using Python, all these different things. Okay, you have to learn it. Okay, all this syllabus is made available on our website devtown.in. It will also be made available on all the WhatsApp groups as well as the Telegram channel, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so this PDF will be sent to all the WhatsApp groups as well as the Telegram channel. Along with that, it is already available on our website, that is devtown.in, so you will be able to get it from there as well. So, and just learning this SQL commands is not enough. Okay, you have to implement a project in that. For example, the project that we have been given by Amazon is the SQL query datasets on the IBM dataset that we are having. So this is a project that we have been given from Amazon itself. So you are able to understand that these companies are giving us that, okay, you have to teach SQL to the students. So you need to understand that this is what the company wants from you. You have to do this, okay? Next particular thing that you have to learn about is data wrangling. Okay, how to gather, access, and clean data. Okay, working with different kinds of data, whether it be tabular data, CSV data, Excel data, website based data, that is JSON data, learning about HTML and XML, using beautiful Stroop to scrape, like get data directly from websites itself. Okay, how to increase the data quality itself. So all these different things you have to learn. Okay, so are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, so for those who don't know, IMDb is owned by Amazon. If you guys don't know, just like I will let you guys know that IMDb is owned by Amazon itself. Okay. The next particular thing is your introduction to machine learning. In machine learning, you are having 18 different machine learning algorithms. 18 machine learning algorithms. Each of these algorithms you should know. Each of the theory behind it, how to implement it, also a project on that particular algorithm as well. That is how you need to learn machine learning. All these are 18 different machine learning algorithms. Simple, multiple, polynomial regression, these are 3. Support vector regressions, decision tree regression, random forest regression, logistic regression, k nearest neighbor, support vector machines, kernel SVMs, Navier bias. You are having decision tree classification, k means clustering, hierarchical clustering, a priori, ECLAT, upper bound classification, upper confidence bound, natural language processing. These are 18 different machine learning algorithms that are there, and you need to learn every single one of them, the theory behind it, how to implement it, and as well as a project in that as well. So how we tackle with that is we teach you the theory, we teach you the entire understanding about it, and then we have a unique project for that particular thing itself. For example, for that particular algorithm, let's say that the decision tree regression will have a totally different project when compared to a logistic regression. Okay, it's a totally different project that you are able to understand more, and you are able to have a lot more number of projects that are there under your belt. This is how you need to work upon it as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So you can do projects like market basket optimization, mall customer segmentation, Facebook ad analytics, 50 startup revenue, predict employee salary, and all these kind of stuff. You can do these. Okay. So this is very simple, guys. Then next comes the deep learning. Okay, deep learning is also very important for you guys to learn. There are 6 deep learning algorithms that are there. Each of these algorithms you have to learn. There's no choice right over there. Okay, artificial neural networks, convolutional neural networks, recurrent neural networks, autoencoders and GANs, natural language processing using deep learning. So all these are something that you have to learn. Okay, again, here you don't have to go into the mathematics, just the theory as well as the practical implementation using a project. The project that you can look at is like wine quality tests, Emojify. Then you're having Jarvis. Okay, most of you must be familiar with Marvel, so I don't think so that is self-explanatory. Then you're having language translator, so that is like translating one language to another. YouTube sentiment analysis, music generation using AI. So all this you have to do. There's no other choice in that. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. See, it's easy to do. Although I think so, you might feel that it's very overburdening upon you or something like that, but that's not the case. It's easy. Okay. I've done that. Many of our students have done that. Every single month, we are placing 1,000 students. Each of them is doing the exact same thing. So it's easy for you guys to do that as well. Just the only thing that you require is the hard work and dedication. You need to invest at least 4 hours every single day on this. 4 hours, 2 hours for data structures and algorithms, or 3 hours for data structures and algorithms, and 1 hour for this. For 3 to 4 months directly, you will be able to do it. You will be able to do it. It's easy. You don't have to worry about it. The only thing is that either students feel that this is too much for me. Even 4 hours of your life, 4 hours is something that you spend with your friends just doing matagasti. Okay, I know that because I was also in college. You spend it with your girlfriend, you spend it on Netflix, you spend it on watching some India versus Pakistan match, or India versus, or even sometimes like just a football match as well. So instead of spending time right over there, you could spend time here. Okay, studying all these different concepts, learning about all these things. Because see, the point is that you have to decide whether you are happy in a job that is like giving you 3 lakh rupees per annum, or you want a job that is going to give you 3 lakh rupees per month. And that's a big difference, guys. A very big difference right over there. So for example, and I'm not joking as well, Google hired 7 students from us at 60 lakhs per annum. That was the highest package that was given to us. Microsoft hired 9 students at 48 lakhs per annum. It's a huge amount of money for a fresher that has just come out of college. So anybody can do that. The only thing is you have to do the hard work. There's nobody else that is going to come right over there and do the work for you. You have to sit there. You have to practice every single day. Like I said, even if there's a flood that is going to come to your city, you should be practicing right over there. There isn't an escape from it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. This PDF will be shared with you guys on all the WhatsApp groups as well as the Telegram channels. Okay. You don't have to worry about it. Great, guys. Now I'm able to understand most of you will be able to do it on your own as well. But if you guys want, we have a training program. Like I said, we are a non-profit organization. So we charge only as much as we are able to pay our teachers. That's it. And the GST on top of it. So if you guys want, we have a training program as well. That's of 3 to 3.5 months that goes on. That's going to start from, I guess, the 1st of October. That is the batch that we are having. In that, we cover everything from C++ to data structures and algorithms to data science as well. And if you want to go into full stack web development, we have full stack web development that has MERN stack, DevOps, as well as cloud computing inside of it. We have competitive programming. We have C++ and Java. You can choose between either of those for data structures and algorithms. The classes will be 2 hours every single day live on Zoom. So every day you'll be having 2 hours of class on Zoom live every single day. There is like we cannot do anything about it. You will have to come to the class live after in the evening. Only after 7 o'clock the classes will be there, because the instructors that will be there will be from different companies. Right now we have people from Google, we have people from Amazon. Ritik Kumar is the one who will be teaching you guys data structures, algorithms, and code CP. He is himself currently working in Hashdin. Early on he was in Google. He is the world top 100 rank in the entire world on lead code and on code chef, and on lead code is 104 or 107 on lead code as well in the entire world. We have people from McKinsey and Company, Morgan Stanley, American Express, Google, Sony, TensorFlow, Stealth Moving. We have people from Goldman Sachs, Geek for Geeks, HP, Porsche, Oracle, Microsoft, DevTown, and a lot more number of instructors as well. Even I'm one of the instructors. So like, yeah, that is also the case. So just to make sure that once again that there will be 2 hours of live classes every single day. After the class, the instructor will be there for you guys. You can come to the instructor, ask your doubts, whatever questions that you're having, any help that you need. He will always be there for you. There will be interview preparation. There will be 15 hands-on projects. You'll be having a certification of training and internship, as well as a letter of recommendation at the end as well. Now, the entire program we have created in such a way because we have our partnership with these 36 companies that hire directly from us. Now, we only take up a batch of 120 students twice a month right now. The rest of the students, we take it up through our partner program with different colleges. We have partner programs with 9 to 10 different colleges that give us like 90 colleges that give us almost like 10 to 8 students every single month. to train. So most of the students come to us through that particular path. Through the boot camps, we take up 120 students almost every single month to train them. And our placement process is extremely simple. First, we are having our partnerships with these companies. These companies provide us, I want to hire 15 people from you. We provide the 15 students to them and they hire them directly. The second is through our instructors themselves. The instructors themselves are working at different companies, so they are able to provide the top performers with different referrals from different companies. Then the third particular process is through the placement portals. So different companies will be posting their placement opportunities right over there, and you can apply to different companies from there as well, and we'll help you out through that. So that is the entire particular stuff. The cost for the same is 7,500 including GST. But that is like, if you go on our website, you will be able to see that it shows 10,000 rupees, because we don't want students to enroll from the website themselves. We'll first talk to you guys, first figure out whether you are a right fit for the program or not, and then we will be enrolling you into the program. The cost of the program is 7,500 rupees for the entire 3.5 months program. Okay, not monthly. Okay, for the entire program, that is the cost. If you look at the exact same thing by other companies, the cost is approximately 60,000 to 3 lakh rupees. Because we are a non-profit, we only have to pay the instructor, because somebody from Google giving 4 hours of their daily life for over a span of 3.5 months, they need to get paid for that as well. That is the only reason that we are having a cost. If these instructors were doing it for free, we would have done it for free as well. We wouldn't have any problems. But because we need to pay the instructors, keeping the instructors from these big companies, it takes a lot of efforts from our behalf as well. So that is the cost of the program itself. But like I said, the 1st of October, we have like 20 seats remaining as of this particular point of time. I need to understand how many of you are interested into the program. Okay. So those who are interested into the program itself, please do let me know on the live chat. Okay. Because if you are interested, then only like we'll be having, if there are more than 20 people, then of course we'll be having to have a new batch and I will have to figure something out. Please let me know how many of you guys are interested in the same on the live chat, because only then I will be able to have like an understanding. I'm from humanities students. Can I do this too? Yes, of course you can do this. Like I said, the only prerequisite for this program is you should be able to understand English. That's it. If you are able to understand English, that is more than sufficient for the entire program. Okay. The cost of the program is 7,500 rupees for the entire 3 months, 3.5 months of the program itself. Okay. So those who are interested for that, please do let me know in the live chat, so that I'm able to understand that how many of you are interested, if we need to have a new batch or something like that. Okay, no issues in that. So what I will do is I'll provide you guys with a WhatsApp link. Okay, either me or somebody from my team will help you guys out with the entire process. Okay, whatever doubts you are having, whatever like questions that you are having, can just post it up right over there and we will help you guys out with the same. Okay, so let me post the link, WhatsApp link, on the live chat. You guys can approach us right over there on this particular WhatsApp number directly. Let me get this link. You can get this link itself, copy link address. Okay, so I've given the link on the live chat as well. If you guys are interested for the same, or if you are having any questions, or if you are having any doubts or anything like that, you guys can like approach us on the WhatsApp number. Any kind of doubts, any kind of questions that you guys are having, you can approach us on this particular WhatsApp number, and somebody from my team or me personally, okay, will be reaching out to you and will be helping you out with the same. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. Now, like I said, on the website will be showing 10,000 rupees. Like I said, we don't want everyone to enter into the program. We only want students who we think that is good enough for us to give them the placements themselves, because of course we'll be training you for 3.5 months. We don't care from which branch, from which college, from which stream you are in. We only care whether you are hardworking enough. Okay, if you are, then you are into the program. Otherwise, we'll just say no to you. That's as simple as that. Okay. And like I said, this is actually like the best option for you guys, because we are a non-profit. We are able to do this for 7,500 for over a span of 3 months. Okay, not even for like monthly, over a span of 3 months. The exact same program, if you go with somebody like Scalar, their cost is 2.5 lakh rupees. So that is the reason why we started DevTown, so that we are able to do that. We take in 120 students. Right now, our placement rates is approximately 98%. Okay, so if you're doing well, then yes, you will get placed. If you're not doing well, then only God can help you guys out. Okay, our guarantee is that whatever we are teaching to you guys, it would be easy for you guys. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. You just have to make sure that you are learning for that. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? If you guys are interested in the same, I've already provided the link in the live chat, as well as we have provided you guys with the link. I've pinned it up in the live chat as well. Okay. Any questions, any concerns, any problems that you guys are having, you can approach to me directly on this WhatsApp number. Either me or somebody from my team will be able to help you guys out with the same. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Please do message on this particular WhatsApp number immediately, so that we are able to tackle your questions and your problems as soon as possible. Also, guys, like I said, this program is not for everybody. Okay, it's only for those guys who are ready to put in the 3 months of hard work that is needed. If you're not ready to do that, okay, your exams are there, all this kind of stuff, we will be able to handle it. For the past 1 year, we are doing this. Okay, we have all the information that we need, how to tackle with your exams, how to make sure that you are not missing out on exams or on your classes. We will manage everything. You don't have to worry about that. You just have to worry about one thing. If I am in the class, I am doing 100% of the work. Okay, I'm doing everything that is there in my power to learn, because placements are not easy. Placements will be difficult. Our job will be to able to train you for those placements and to help you get in touch with them as well. Okay, so our job is that. But if you are able to complete this program, you will get placed easily. You don't have to worry about it. Our placements rates are very good. Okay, so if you want to contact us, you can contact us on this particular WhatsApp number, and we'll help you guys out with the same. Okay, right now I'll be showing you guys the attendance as well. Give me a second or two. 5. Sponsors, send link, copy. Ashir, like I already said, that the program is 7,500 rupees for the entire 3 months. Okay, not monthly. Okay, it's not monthly, it's for the entire 3.5 months. So you don't have to worry about it. Like I said, we charge only enough, like 18% goes to the GST, some of it goes to the taxes, and the other goes to the instructors directly. So like I said, it's 7,500 for the entire 3.5 months. You don't have to worry about it. Along with that, for example, if you are enrolling into the data science program, will give you guys the access to the full stack web development as well as the cyber security program as well. The recordings for those classes will be provided to you with lifetime access to it. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, for example, if you're enrolling in the full stack program, we're giving you the class recordings, recorded lectures of data science as well as full stack web development, and lifetime access to every single one of them. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Like I said, we are a non-profit program. We are there for you guys, not the other way around. You don't have to worry about anything. We will handle everything for you guys. Okay. Okay, so that is the form. Download syllabus. This is the QR code for today, guys. Those who are interested for the program, they can directly contact us on the WhatsApp number that has been provided in the live chat itself, guys. Okay, you can contact us from right over there and we'll help you guys enough. Okay. Kamil Hayat, it's showing 5,000 on the site. That is for a pre-recorded session, not for the live session. Okay, That is just for the pre-recorded session. For the live session, it's 7,500 rupees. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. We'll meet tomorrow again in the class. If you guys want to join the program, contact us. Nevertheless, continue learning. We have provided you guys with the syllabus and everything. You can take that as your Bible, and according to that, you can start learning on your own time as well. But never stop learning. Every single day, devote time to data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Nevertheless, no matter what is happening, okay, try to do it on your own as much as possible. And if you guys need help, we are always there for you guys. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll meet tomorrow once again at 7:30, and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So what about certificate? Will we get any after 7,500 rupees? So yes, you'll be getting the certificates. You'll be getting the internship completion certificate, training completion certificate, and a letter of recommendation as well. The letter of recommendation for us has been accepted in universities like the University of Michigan, NYU University, and other universities as well. So you don't have to worry about it. Whatever we have done for you guys is keeping in mind what is beneficial for you guys to get you guys into good companies or good colleges. That is what we are doing for you guys. Otherwise, like, it's totally up to you. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and we'll meet tomorrow once again. Thank you so much, guys.